When consciousness snapped back, my first thought was that the bathwater had cooled. It hadn't. What I was lying in wasn't water at all. The porcelain floor was slick beneath me, red swirling toward the drain like fabric being pulled by a current. My chest burned, punctured, torn, each breath short and ragged. Later I would learn how many times the blade had gone in. In that moment all I knew was the pain. She stood above me. My wife. Phone raised. Smiling. "Smile?" she murmured. The flash fired. The man beside her, the one she had chosen over me, laughed like this was all some obscene joke. He mocked me. Said I shouldn't have walked in without knocking. They left. Lights still on. Door slamming behind them. Footsteps down the hallway, her heels in a rhythm I'll never forget. 3 taps. Pause. 3 more. Like punctuation on the end of my life. I clawed for anything. My hand brushed a phone under the cabinet. I pressed one number. He answered immediately. "Brother?" I whispered, voice thick with blood and fear. No noise. No trail. "Make them gone." The phone slipped from my hand. Everything went dark. At the hospital they called it a miracle I survived. Reports said, home invasion. I didn't correct them. She was on the news. Crying. Calling me her loving husband. Begging for justice. Putting on a show so convincing strangers wanted to hug her. My brother visited one night. He didn't comment on the stitches or the tubes. Just one quiet question. "You want this?" I blinked once. "Yes." "No mess," I said. He nodded. And left. When they discharged me, I didn't return to the house. I paid cash for a tiny place downtown. And I watched. Her morning jogs. Her lunches. The secret motel meetings with the same man who helped try to erase me. Patterns. Habits. Predictability. Occasionally I'd spot a black SUV across the street, windows tinted. My brother's way of speaking without sound. The scars mended. The memories didn't. One Thursday the phone rang. "It's done," he said. Nothing more. That night I drove to the lake, the one where we used to take photos back when I thought love meant safety. I tossed her wedding ring into the water. It vanished instantly. Then I tossed her phone, the one she'd used to photograph me bleeding out. I erased the last image first. Her shadow looming over me. Then deleted every trace. News headlines called it a mysterious double disappearance. No clues. No witnesses. Just silence. Friends asked if I was holding up. I told them grief comes in waves. They didn't realize the tide had shifted. A week later my brother handed me a small black flash drive. "Just in case," he said. I never opened it. It's been half a year now. The scars are pale lines. My heart beats steady again. Sometimes I still smell bleach in my sleep. Sometimes reflections trick my mind into seeing her face. Mostly, though, there is quiet. A quiet that feels like balance. People like to say revenge solves nothing. I disagree. When I look at myself now, I don't see someone who was broken. I see a man who finished the sentence they tried to end. Thanks for staying until the end. Like, share, comment, and subscribe to Cheating Stories Insight World for more twisted tales of betrayal.